Hello everybody, my name is Rolak, and welcome to my secondary newest Let's Play, Metroid Zero Mission. A remake of the very first Metroid game, and the very first in the timeline. So, let's not waste any more time, and get started. Planet Zebes. I called this place home once, in peaceful times, long before evil haunted the caverns below. Now, I shall finally tell the tale of my first battle here, my so-called Zero Mission. So yes, Metroid Zero Mission, the very first remake of any Metroid game, being the first Metroid game. And being the first Metroid game, obviously we gotta do is go to the very left to collect our first power-up, the Morph Ball. Double tap down to take a ball form and gain access to narrow passageways. So now, by simply pressing down twice, we're able to roll around. Very simple. Basic controls are simple. A to jump, obviously. B is to shoot. You're only able to shoot that amount of distance, so be careful. Shootable doors to open them, and we'll head on through. You can aim diagonally up by holding the left shoulder button, and while you're doing so, you can aim down. Very much more easier than just aiming up, down, and forward in the original Metroid game. And by stepping into this Chozo statue, we are given something that is very helpful that was not in the first game, a destination. With that information gathered, we can now head on up. And getting in these Chozo statues will also restore your energy to full. Now then, for those of you who are familiar with Metroid games, you may be familiarized with the tactic of speedrunning, which is essentially just going through the game as fast as possible, collecting all power-ups, and, you know, exploiting stuff at some points. It should be noted, I am not going to attempt to speedrun this game, however, the instincts may kick in, as I have played this game quite extensively. I haven't gotten the best ending. You get the best ending by beating the game in under 2 hours. Fastest I've gotten was about 2 hours and 20-something minutes. I can't remember exactly. But this is not going to be a speedrun. This is going to be a Let's Play. As such, I'm going to be covering every single item that you can collect. You know, 100% playthrough. And thankfully, once you beat the game, you are given small indicators as to how many items are in the actual area, as well as a timer in the bottom left corner, in case you want to keep track of that stuff. And I've already forgotten the names of pretty much every enemy we're going to be encountering, so don't expect anything. And in this room, we are going to be grabbing our first beam upgrade, the long beam. Pretty self-explanatory as to what it does. Fire long-distance shots with this beam. Press LB to fire diagonally. So yes, now we can fire across the entirety of the screen instead of just like 2 feet in front of us. Very, very helpful. This power-up is actually completely skippable, and you can just go along the game like anything. Just by skipping it. Nope, that's annoying. I'm also going to apologize ahead of the time if you hear an incessant amount of clicking. I have with me the Razor Wolverine. Every single one of these buttons are super clicky, so you're going to be hearing a lot of clicking. Hopefully the mic doesn't pick it up too much, but we'll see how it goes. And by heading all the way over left, we see these 2 strange statues, obviously blocking our way into our proper destination, which should be Torian, but we can't get there just yet. So with that discovered, let's head all the way back to the right, through here, and this thing. This thing I believe is a side stepper, a side jumper. I can't remember the names of these things. I'll have to look up on the wiki what they're called, which shouldn't be too difficult. Our next destination is going to be deeper into Brinstar. We don't have any real map to guide us as of yet, so we're going to have to wait a little bit for that. Alright, let's get to move on. Now, I will say, this game, if you know what you're doing, you can obviously get this game done in like 2 hours. Which is why I'm doing this alongside Pikmin. To expedite some, or to elongate some Let's Play times. Now, for a long beam, we're actually able to blast this, but like I said, you're able to skip this because the ground here. Yeah, the ground here can be destroyed. So, yeah, it's entirely possible to skip the long beam. But if you want convenience, I would say grab the long beam. I don't think we can actually get anywhere by going up there, so we'll head down. Can't do anything with that red door just yet. In here is another save room. We'll be avoiding those in case something happens to the recording. And obviously indicated by me using a different controller. This is obviously on emulator. And I may or may not use save states at certain points, because sometimes there could be some really annoying things going on. Some sort of rumbling going on in this cavern. And we'll grab our first of many missile tanks, as well as just unlocking the missiles right away. Press RB to fire. Opens red hatches. So yes, by pressing R, we're able to open up the missile fire. Missiles deal twice as much damage as your beam does, and is vital to fighting this boss. This is the charge beam laser, yeah, or the charge beam beast. I don't know if there's an official name for it. There probably is. I just can't remember what it is, but that's the name the fan base has given it. All we simply gotta do is fire rockets into his eye 3 times. Doing so will destroy the beast and give us the charge beam. We're now able to hold B the charge, release on fire, and we can do a thing called a charge attack, which we jump with a full charge. So yes, now we can hold it and fire away. While you're also holding the charge, if you jump, well, if you do a somersault, you get something called a charged jump attack. Fans call it a pseudo screw attack. What it does is that when you're jumping, you are encased in a little like barrier of sorts, and if you collide with an enemy, it'll just destroy them. Very helpful in case you just want to get from point A to point B. And in case you just don't want to get hit by anything. Like so. The charge beam deals less damage than missiles, but is pretty helpful for just destroying a lot of things. Should use the missiles to destroy this thing. Probably should have saved it for this one. It's just over here past this fake wall is another one of these nests. Come on, get out of here. Come on, a few more. There we go. And we'll grab ourselves our second missile tank. There are a total of 250 missiles. There are 50 total missile tanks. They're all scattered across the entire game, and they are going to be a bit tricky to find sometimes, but it should be very simple. And plus, I pretty much know where everything is at this point. I've played this game like so many times now I can't even recall. And right in here is another missile tank, boosting us up to 15 missiles. Obviously can't see it because we don't, don't have max at the moment. And we grab our first of the energy tanks. Energy tanks increase your maximum energy count up to a maximum of 100. Your base starting health is obviously 99, and we now have 199 health. No, we can't keep going forward. This is actually, if you failed to beat the charge beam worm in the last room, this is the room that it will appear in close near the beginning after you grab that other missile tank. If you fail to defeat it here, it will keep alternating between those 2 rooms until you eventually kill it. I'm pretty sure the charge beam worm is completely optional and you do not have to defeat it. But it's still probably worth to get it. Charge beam isn't a super necessary item, but it is, handy to get. And we've acquired the map via the map room, so now we have a vague idea of where we need to go. Alright, let's gotta move on. Let's jump up these, blast away these guys. I mean, I know the names of some enemies, just not, like, all of them. And I honestly don't really care much for the names, if you're asking me, honestly. Okay, that's a save room. We'll ignore that. Thankfully, discovering every single room isn't... completely unveiling the map isn't necessary for 100% completion, so we'll just ignore that for the time being. As we get into this area, we acquire yet another upgrade, being the bombs. Press B in Morph Ball form to set. So now, actually, we'll restore some more health and gather some missiles. All right. And while we are in Morph Ball form, we can press B to plant a bomb, and it'll destroy these bomb rocks, I guess you could say it. 2 games of rocks that are bombable. Interesting. Destroying these and getting up here will get us another missile tank, increasing our capacity up to 20. Now we are pretty much getting a lot of progress done already, and it's not even 12 minutes yet. I am not sure how long this Let's Play will be. It's really completely depending on how long this will actually take. Who knows how long this will be. This will probably be 5 episodes. This could probably be 2 episodes if I'm quick enough, but I won't be going that. I'll be trying to get at least 15 to 20 minutes per episode. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see. Again, this isn't a super long game. You can get this game done in like 2 hours, probably less. If you're not good at that. Me, I could probably get it done if I focus hard enough, but I don't really want to bother with such things. Plus, it's better to explain things than most. Alright, backtracking is going to be a very common thing to happen with this game, as you're going to be backtracking a lot. I want to destroy these rocks here, because going down here is, I think, the way we do need to go. Or something, I can't remember exactly what's down here, but it is the way we need to go. Go ahead and destroy these guys. Alright. Oh wait, no, this is just probably another Chozo statue showing us where to go. Yes, it is. Which isn't necessary. You can completely dodge these things if you know exactly where you need to go. And I don't think there's any actual harm to doing so in any way. If you know what you're doing, you can just go from point A to point B without guidance. But it's best to show off everything in case you don't know what you're doing. And that's what these videos are meant to be. These are what these videos are meant to be. I'm supposed to guide you through a game and show you exactly where everything is and what you need to do to get from point A to point B. It ain't much, but it's simple work. It's honest work, whatever the hell the meme is. Alright, I don't think there's anything else in this room in particular, so we're set to head all the way back. There we go. Alright, there was a wall jump. Very simple explanation to do for. God, I can't speak right today at all. It's just like an hour or so after I've done recording the first couple episodes for Pikmin. We bomb that rock and go into here. We get ourselves another missile tank. This room is exceedingly more annoying if you manage to keep that one nest alive that is hidden behind some things there. Wait, no, what am I doing? God damn it. There we go. Nope. There we go. Alright. Getting back all the way. Ignoring these bugs, whatever they are. Alright, so I think we need to... Yeah, they want us to head back all the way to Norfair. Or head into Norfair. But we are able to actually grab something real quick. Like, do we need to head back? I mean, we can grab it on the way to the next area, but whatever. We'll do it on the way over. When we actually need to grab it and not, waste time by backtracking. Is it really wasting time? Not really. It is if you're speedrunning this game, which I am obviously not doing. I probably could do it, but I just don't feel like doing it. Come on, get up there. Now that we have the bombs, we can traverse through here. Doing the charge beam, a jump attack thing is very helpful for these guys that kind of just pop out of nowhere out of the ground. Blast this open, and let's head on down to Norfair.